I mean, do you want to see another one? Okay, this will be the bonus material. You want to see me put another one up? This will be the bonus material. You don't have to watch this part if you want to stop the video and go watch something else. Basically, I'm going to do the same thing. Let's see if I can't get it down. I'll get it down about here so you can see me nailing both of these off. Well, the framing nails, the 8s. And I'm hoping I can get my ladder back up through here later, because I'm going to have to pull my ladder out of here eventually. Well, I guess I can go up over here for now. I guess I could do that. Okay, where's my other one? And see where I had my line, my 16-inch line, I laid it out on the top, line with an X, and then I took my square, held my square down there, and put the X so I know exactly where it goes. So it's getting way up over my head now. Now, can you see? If I didn't cut this, I cut it just a hair tight so that I could let go of it. If this was slightly loose, there's no way I could do this. And by the way, if it was loose, what would I do? I'd take my 1-inch screws and I'd screw two screws on the back side of this, using those as shims, and let it stick out 1/16 of an inch or so. You know, you could do that, and then you can put it up by yourself. The beauty of this whole project is you don't need anyone else. If you don't have anybody to help you, hey, you can do it all on your own. Everything I've done so far, I've done on my own, other than my next door neighbor. He came over, and the big huge tiles that were on the floor, he helped me move like 5 or 6 of them. And everything else I've done myself. I like to do that because I want you to see if I can do it, you can do it. Lots of times you can do things without getting any help. Now that I can just feel with my finger. Okay, looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and, wow, I got to grab my other, I was only going to do 2 joist hangers to show you those 2 and not the 2 up here. Got to get my joist hangers. And if I want, I can hold this up here so I can see where the side nails are. And obviously, I don't want to toenail and hit that, because of it, you know, sometimes every once in a while you'll get a toenail and you'll be like, oh man, that's right where I have to put the side nail. I've done that before. And you're like, how am I going to get that in there now? Okay, yeah, that takes, I mean, how many seconds did that take? Not very long. So if I don't toenail it in right now, I could have a tendency of the joist hanger slightly getting off if I'm not paying attention. Okay, so. want that in nice and flat. And usually if I do one there, I'll do one up towards the top. When you toenail, put the nail in straight and then twist and then slide it over. Don't try to start it and hit it sideways because lots of times it doesn't want to go, okay? So you're going to put it in about where you know you're going to have it, and then you can angle the nail after you get it punched in. That's all I need. Now, if I was doing a whole floor to a house or something, I'm not going to do that. I'd nail it off, and you probably wouldn't do it this way anyways. Most guys use nail guns nowadays. But, you know, once you do tack it, you want to get the joist hangers on there right away. You don't want to forget, have somebody walk on it and not have it nice and secure. You know? So I see where not to put the nail, so I'm going to put it up above it, straight, and then put it at the angle. With gloves, sometimes I have to watch it because it'll sink right into the edge of my glove. Okay, that's good. And I had to make sure that you crown these when you cut it, after you cut them or before you cut them. I crown this to make sure that the crown is facing up, and then I also marked it with an arrow at the end, and I just have a little way of doing it the same each time. Okay, I'm just going to bend that a little bit. Put some glue on it down the middle and on both sides. Slide that up there, and if you think it's going nice and tight, go ahead and tack it. Now I can put my big fat nail in at the bottom here. Before I do the top one, I can see there's a slight gap between the joist hanger and the wood. So if I'm not going to do the top one yet, I'm going to do this top side one with the smaller joist hanger nail first. Now that's snugged it over nice and tight. Fat nail at the top here into the ledger board. Thinner, smaller nail on the bottom, out at the 45. Now that one looks pretty snug. That looks pretty snug, but because I've got my drill here and my screws, I'm going to just for safety measure, I'm going to angle it up, knowing I really got it up there nice and snug now. Fat nail on the bottom ledger, right there. Now I can take my screw out. It's the same every single joist hanger. Top one with the thin one at the angle. That first, so that I can push that up nice and tight and flat. Hard to do this with gloves on, but I've been working lately with gloves on. It works pretty good, actually. Now that's shoved everything tight. I can hit that tab in. Fat nail on the ledger. top. Smaller joist hanger nail at the bottom angle. Out at a 45-degree angle. Boom. Done. Okay. Well, that's all I have for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. And you'll learn something else next time as well, hopefully. That's my goal. Every time I make a video, I want you to learn something.